Good morning, friends. I'm heading over to the cabin to continue with the build. Today I'm going to be putting in those blockings that we talked about the last time. I've already pre-cut them since I don't have a powerful enough saw over here. I have to cut them at the house where I have power with the other saw. So I put a new blade on it too. It helps a lot. I'm planning on using roofing panels, the same galvanized galvalume that I used for my roof. I'm going to use for the shower. It's going to be very easy and quick and cost effective. So what I'm going to do, they're 3 feet wide, and that's the standard size of a shower. It's 36 by 36 by 36, right? So I'm going to do 36 inches and so 36 inches from each corner so that we can fit the panel in perfectly. all of our blockings in, and the two walls. The wall right here for the bathroom. And this is what the toilet's going to be, composting toilet. And then this is going to be for the shower, 36-inch shower. So then we got this opening. It's a 30-inch opening, just like the one over there, for a door, so that we have a door for the bathroom and it can stay closed and keep it separate for privacy. And then this is going to be the kitchen. We'll put a countertop and a sink under the window. We'll have a stove, the whole thing. This is it. This is as far as we got so far, and that's probably as far as I'm going to get for the next week or two, as far as this build goes. So since I'm unable to build at the moment because of my shoulder injury, I can't keep my shoulder up. I can't even lift it past my chin. So I had surgery on the shoulder over a decade ago, and it didn't turn out that great. I struggled over the years, and I've never had it this bad. This is the worst it's hurt since my surgery. So yes, it's got me a little concerned, naturally, because I live on my own. I'm on my own, and I'm not a young man at that. And even though I don't feel my age, I'm not a young man. So what I need to do is baby it and take care of the shoulder and let it heal, because if I continue like I have been to use it and work on it, it's going to be a permanent situation, and then I won't be able to do anything anymore at all. So it's very weak right now. It's very painful. I can't even, like I said, lift it up. And if I even try to go up over my head, forget about it. So, and I have to use tools and I have to hold them, and I'm right-handed. So as much as I try to use my other arm, I'm still right-handed, and I have to use my right hand to do a lot of the work. Okay, so there will be no builds for the time being until further notice. Little things here and there, taking a little fishing trip here and there, maybe a little hike, things that don't require me to use my arm and lift things, heavy things, like a drill with a battery or a nail gun or a hammer, things of that sort. So, and which also requires me to lift my arm above my head for those kind of things. So work, right now I can't work, and so I'm sorry guys, but it's out of my hands. There's nothing I can do. I am known to push myself, but you can only push yourself so far before you need to just call it quits and stop. So I need to stop now. This is not the first time I've had injuries where I've had to stop a build. But again, I'll be 63 in January, okay? So I need to keep that in mind as well. And the fact that I am alone, I don't rely on anyone but myself. I was married until recently, but now I'm separated. My wife decided that she wanted to be a grandmother and not include me in the picture. So that's fine. She's back in Florida with her children, grown children, and her new grandchild. And I wish her the best. And it'll be now 5 months coming up in a couple of weeks. No, not even, in a couple of days. It'll be 5 months since she left. That's it. As far as that goes, I'm on my own, and so I have to do what I have to do and take care of myself, because Like I said, if my shoulder goes completely, then I won't be able to do anything anymore. There won't be any more videos. There won't be any channel. There won't be anything. So I can't even hold the phone. I mean, I can't even hold my camera with lifting. I can't lift my elbow up. I have to help it with my other hand and do it passively. So it's a pretty bad injury, and there's really not a whole lot I can do. Like I said, I've already had surgery on it, so it's not like they can do surgery. It's already been done. It was a fail. The doctor that did the surgery 10 years ago down in South Florida also left me with a torn bicep. My neighbor decided to chop down trees. I don't know what he's doing. So hopefully you can hear me okay. And yeah, so this is the situation. It's very aggravating. I'm very, very upset. I'm very depressed because I need to be able to stay busy and do things to keep me occupied right now more than ever. I don't have anybody to help me, and it doesn't matter. It's fine. I've always been a very self-sufficient guy and doing everything myself my whole life, really. I will have more videos. They may not be about builds, but this isn't just about builds. This is about my life as well, and things that might happen around the homestead. And you know, there will be a video coming out soon that will show an entire solar install. I will be doing that at the cabin, so stay tuned for that video. Again, there will be videos. There just won't be a lot of building for a little while. It could be another week, it could be 2 weeks. I don't know, because I don't know how long it's going to take for my shoulder to get back to where it was. And I'm keeping my fingers crossed here because I don't know. I'm a little worried, I'll be honest with you. I'm a little worried about the shoulder. Okay? Because again, it's not a normal shoulder. It's all patched together. I lost the entire ligament. It was completely torn. The ligament that holds up the arm. So they had to put a clamp to attach it to the top of the shoulder. And that's where it's hurting, where most of the surgery was done and the repair. So, like I said, I'll keep my fingers crossed and pray for the best. Wish me luck, and that's that, guys. And there's not a whole lot I can do. So since I'm unable to work at the moment, I decided to show the new subscribers you know, the actual cabin, because I have never really showed the cabin. I don't think I've been showing the new build, the addition for the kitchen and bath, but I haven't shown the cabin. So here's the cabin, and I'll take you inside. I need to come out here and clean up and sweep and dust. Get rid of some of the cobwebs, spider webs. Let me see where my keys are. I got some boards here that I will be using for my soffits. I'll have to get more naturally, but I got some right there. They stay dry underneath the overhang. It doesn't get wet over here. I have a big overhang. It's over 2 feet wide, so it stays pretty dry here by the front of the cabin. All right. Okay. There's a little bit of a mess, but this is the wood stove with the stone heart that I built with stones from the backyard. So it's a very inexpensive build to do, because free stone, Mother Nature. And then tongue and groove everywhere, open ceilings. I insulated from the top, so there's insulation on top. There's a reflective barrier that deflects the heat and it's on top of the roof because I wanted to have an open ceiling. At some point, I will put tongue and groove also in between the rafters, but I have the high-end plywood right now. There's no knots. It's pretty nice regardless. It works. And this is a futon that opens up into a full size. I have it open at the moment, turns into a couch. And old school stereo. We got some shelving and books and things. And coffee table, plenty of storage. Has a lot of doors and drawers and things. So it holds a lot of things. We have a lot of games in there. So this is the cabin on the inside. For those who hadn't seen it yet. Lots of light. Nice big deck. It's a 12 by 20. Okay, now the plan is to open up this right here and put an opening that will go into the new addition, and I'll take you over there and show you. So I cannot do this right now because it requires me to hold my arm up, and I can't do that at the moment. So this will get finished once I heal up. So fingers crossed. I'm just very bummed. And this is the inside, just to show you a little bit of what I did. This is where the opening will be. So you'll be coming out from the main cabin into the addition here. I apologize. I don't know how much noise you're getting. It's always very quiet here, as a lot of you know. But lately it seems every time I pick up the camera, my neighbor shows up to cut the grass, because he moved out. He doesn't live here anymore. He's separated from his wife as well. 35 some years of marriage, right? It's all hell. Just relationships are not what they used to be anymore. People give up too easy. Too much narcissism in the world, I think. It destroys relationships. My grass is looking terrific because it's been raining non-stop. As a result, I've had to work in the mud quite a bit. And so, yeah, it's coming along. This is my orchard over here. I have a bunch of fruit trees, different types of fruit trees. Cherries, peaches, pears, apples, figs, plums, different kinds of berries, blackberries, raspberries, but no fruit this year. It doesn't look like, so maybe next year. So that's the brief tour of the cabin for those who hadn't seen it. If you're interested in seeing more, I have a video. It's a start to finish, and you can find it on the playlist for the cabin build. And take a look at it so you can see the entire process. It's only like a 30-minute video, not even, and it shows the entire build. And if you want to get more detail on the build, you can do that as well. There are videos from when I first started the build until the very end, showing the entire process. So you could do that also. That is also on the same playlist for the cabin build. My hazelnuts are getting huge over here, and grapes have been growing. I put some new lines in so they have something to hang on to, and the beetles kind of did a job on a lot of the leaves, but that's okay. I need to move my chicks. They're getting too big for this brooder now. I had to put a screen on top of it because on the 4th day, one of them jumped out, and they're standing tall, and so they can easily jump this now. So, and it's only been like a week. I'm going to put them over here. Yes, it's a little unconventional, but this is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to put a table that I have across here, and then put cardboard, and that's where they're going to be. This is what it's going to have to be for now. I'm going to put them over here and keep them in this room because they're away from predators. If I put them outside, a snake can get to them. So I rather just keep them here and give them a chance to get bigger and become pullets and have all of their feathers in, and then I can put them out into the new coop. I also need to build that and finish it because it's not finished. So they're in their new home. They're in the corner because now they're all freaked out. They'll be all right. They got their heat lamp a little further away because it was getting too hot. It was just too close to them. And food and water. So they get sunlight if they want it. If they don't want it, they can go in the shade in the corner over here. And it doesn't get much sun over here, just a little bit in the morning, and then we're underneath the trees, so there's hardly ever any real direct sun. The table is working out good. I had to put cardboard and tape it on this side. Whatever works, guys. I had to put the water up a little higher because they put all of those wood chips inside the water and then they can't even drink. And I'll need to get a bigger feeder and water thingy because it's just not big enough. They're getting to be too big for that. And there's like 16 chickens here, so and they're all in the corner. They're like, oh, what's going on? This is different.